We're going to take a look at a tool called Kami today. Kami is a PDF editor that allows you to take any PDF and write, draw, add text, or images. At some point, your teacher might give you an assignment that involves Kami. This teacher has given me an assignment here. And on the right side, a PDF is there. I'm going to click on that, and it'll open up a window here. On this window, there are two options on the top bar. The bright blue-ish purple button says Open with Kami. That's going to be your option. Oops, sorry, clicked out of there. That'll be the easiest option. Otherwise, you can go to Open With in the middle and click Annotate with Kami. If you wait too long, the buttons do disappear. You just need to click on the document again. That does take a little bit of time, so I'm cheating and I already had it open in the back. When it loads, Kami can take up to a minute. First, it loads what seems like nothing, then it loads a blank page, and then it loads your actual image, and then it loads the bar on the left. So if it seems like it's taking a while, just give it a few seconds, maybe a minute, and then it'll be happy. On here, my directions are that I'm to list 5 things that I want to show them if money was no object in Milwaukee. I am not actually going to do that part, but I'll show you what you would do. I could click on the drawing tool because I'm going to just draw where I need to go. I've got my colors here. If I want to change them, I can click on them and change. I also have this little number 1 up here that indicates how thick the line is. So I'm not going to want a really thick line because then I'd cover the entire map. Instead, I'm going to stick with that number 1. Once I find something, I'm going to circle it. So I'm just randomly going to circle over here. And then I can list. Now with Kami, you can write anywhere on the paper, but that gray area, that's actually just the background. So we don't want to write on that. So I'm going to draw an arrow to the thing I'm going to list. Now, my handwriting on here is not the best. So I'm going to click text box. It's already black. I'm going to click over here. And it immediately gives me an area where I can type. Now, I can write or I can use the keyboard. So I'll just do that. Number 1. This is a thing. Now, obviously, that should not be what you write. Oh, I didn't even spell thing right. My goodness. All right, let's fix that. Apparently, I am going to require myself to at least spell the word correctly. Okay, so now I've got a text box. I used my drawing tool to be able to point out. There are some other tools that could be helpful. If you need an eraser, that exists. It'll let you erase anything you drew. If this text box is in the wrong place, I can click on it. Oh, let me click on my select tool, sorry. And then I can choose to move it around. So your select tool is a very helpful tool if you need to move things around. Otherwise, there's a few other things on the side that you might need. Most important thing you probably will need is under the 3 little dots, 3 little lines in this case, is the undo. So if you screw something up, you can just click undo. When I am all done, so let's say I did some more stuff here. Woo, this is the worst project. This teacher would fail me. All right, so I did everything I need to. Up at the top in the middle, Kami is saving my changes automatically. I do want to make sure that Kami does save before I leave. But right now I'm going to click the Turn In button. So in the top right area, there's a Turn In button that I'm going to click. It gives me some options of, here's what I have. It says I'm not done. Apparently, I think this is a good project I'm going to give them. So I'm going to click Turn In. And it says I've got a problem. Oh, my save failed. So let me go in here. It looks like I am now saved. Let's try one more time. There we go. So if you try to submit it before it's saved, it's going to tell you it needs to save first. I know, it just takes a few more seconds. All right, so moving along, Google. It took a little bit of time, but went through the saving, probably took about 10, 15 seconds, which in the world of technology seems like forever. And then it said turning in. So now on the top where it said turn in, it now says done. And if I needed to unsubmit to make any changes, I would go there. Just to double check, I'm going to go back to Classroom. I'm going to refresh the page because otherwise Classroom doesn't know I did anything. And it says it's here and I can click submit. One thing you should know, if I click that, it should show up in here your work. If it doesn't, check with your teacher what's going on. You might need to save it. At this point, I'm all done. I've turned in my work. I used Kami, and my teacher should be able to see everything.